Hi, I'm Doug from Pivigo, and I'm here with Antoine. How are you doing, Antoine?
Hey Doug, I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, very well, thanks. Antoine's now in week 2 of the S2DS program. Really keen to jump right in and hear how things are going. I guess to start with, how has it been meeting your team completely remotely and working with all of them?
Well, let's say for me, it wasn't such a big transition or a hard transition because as a PhD student, my PI half of the time is not in the same country as me. So most of our meetings are done through Skype. So yeah,
Okay,
the only difference is that instead of meeting with one person, I meet with, wait, how many are we? I meet with 4 people.
yeah, okay,
So
brilliant.
yeah. One thing that has been interesting though about the number of people is and I think that's not only my situation, but that's any PhD situation. Most PhD students work alone. And so
Yeah,
making the transition to working in a group has been, in a sense, its own learning curve. So, yeah.
it's
But
really interesting.
other than that, people are from, I'm not going to say very like super diverse background. It's not like we have a baker, we have a president, and we have this and that. Everybody's coming from academia, but even within academia, we do have a variety of positions. Some people, such as myself, are still in their PhDs, or other have already done their PhDs. Some of us are between two jobs. Others have researching jobs like, yes, I'm not sure I remember exactly if it's at universities or at private places, but yeah. So there is this own diversity in terms of where we come from and what expertise we have.
Oh, very interesting. I guess that helps the project as well, seeing it from lots of different perspectives, maybe, as opposed to.
I would say yes, although what helps more than that, the project is, I would say, the difference in character and in interest,
Okay.
because everybody has their own approach to the project. Some people want to do a lot of reading. Some people want to just, even if they don't know much about the problem, just want to jump in, write some code, see what
Yeah.
comes out, have 10 bugs, and then say, okay, we're gonna debug all that. So this is really what makes the richness of the team, the fact that
So,
we have all our own ways of working and attacking the problem.
wow, yeah, that's really interesting. And would you say it sounds like you're learning quite a lot in terms of different strategies from the other team? Would you say that you're learning quite a lot from them as much as you are from the lectures? Um, where are you learning the most from, I guess, is the question.
Uh, it's interesting. I think maybe one aspect of our teams that is still that is yet to improve is communication in terms of what we find. So some people are reading, say, one paper, but they're not gonna sum it up in a document, or they're gonna take notes, but they're not gonna think about sharing it in the common folder. So yeah, and I mean I can understand why, because when you take notes for yourself, it's easy to just have messy notes. When you want to share them, then you need to go back to it, rewrite everything, reread it 10 times. So yeah, there is definitely some learning like moments, or rather some moments when in the morning one teammate comes up and say, hey, I found this awesome method, this package, and I got this and that result, and everybody's just like, oh well, I need to take a look and to see what's going on there. So there is some teaching moments like this, although we still need to improve on our communication, I feel.
Sure, sure. That's good. I guess it's like an eternal improvement, right? You can never
Of
be
course,
too
yeah,
good at communicating well.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Do you see any just what issues do you foresee happening with the project? Do you see anything where you're like, this is something we've really got to be careful of, or this area is something that you've already identified as being perhaps like a problem area?
Hmm. In terms of the project.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm. I would say yes. There is a bit of unknown, so we're definitely making some assumption. We're working with time series, so we're analyzing a time signal, and what we want to extract from this time signal is its decay rate. So how much the signal decays with time. And we're making assumptions in terms of this decay rate. For now, we just consider that the decay rate is constant. At every period, it's going to decay the same amount of percent.
Yeah.
But this has actually, as far as I remember, as far as our sponsors have told us, this has never been really established. So we're working with this assumption, but it's not sure if it's real. So some of our models don't need that assumption. They can just work and output any decay rate. Others have to be built on that assumption. So I would say that's one tricky part of the project.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds like well, it's good. I guess that you're aware of it from the start,
Mm-hmm.
so it's not something that's going to come up later and be like, oh my god.
Yeah, yeah.
That's brilliant. I guess it'd be good to, if you can, in kind of one word or a couple of words, sum up how the first week has been for you.
Sure. Well, if I have to use the least amount of words, I would say learning curve. It's been very steep learning curve. And so I already mentioned like the teamwork learning curve in terms of communication. So about teamwork learning curve, it's not only about the communication, but it's also, like I said, we're used to working alone.
Yeah.
And so there are things that we need to be careful of when we start working with other people. For instance, some people have different sensibilities. And yeah, we just need to be aware of how we communicate with other people. I don't personally mind if you straight to my face, you tell me you're wrong, or I disagree with that method that you're using. I'm open to conversation all the time. So anytime you tell me that I can improve myself, I'm just like, okay, well, teach me. And so we have one teammate that is like this, that is very direct. And what I find interesting about him is that he's also aware that he's direct. So sometimes it would be direct, and then 1 minute after he would say, "Oh, by the way, was I too direct? Was I too pushy in my way?" So I really appreciate that. Yeah. And yeah, on my side, I feel like I'm still trying to figure out what level, of directness or of communication can I use. So there's been this learning curve about teamwork. There's been a learning curve, obviously technical, about the project, because S2DS has sent us all these videos to bring us back, up to the basis of machine learning, of SQL, etc. And now we're getting into the more technical, which tool do we use for this particular problem? And there's a multitude of tools for that. So there's a lot of reading, trying, failing, testing, and seeing which tool is best. And I would say the last also learning curve would be teamwork. No, would be, how do I say, project management.
Oh, so interesting. Yeah.
We know what the project is about. We know what the goal is. And there's the 5 of us. So what do we do? And this question, what do we do, is easy to answer if we're alone. But when there's the 5 of us, we need to coordinate ourselves. And yeah, we need to have somebody who speaks out as, say, the leader of the week, who says, okay, well, let's take turn to talk about what we're doing, and decide where we're going. So yeah, having this, managing the project also had been something, especially in the very first few days, something that we had to figure out and that we had to learn about.
Yeah, very interesting. I really like the idea of a leader of the week. Yeah, that's really cool. It gives everyone a chance to step into those shoes and see if that's something they want to take more of a role in. Yeah, very cool.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure.
Well, thanks very much for that, Antoine. It sounds like there's some challenges, but also that it's really exciting.
Oh, it
Making
is.
some
Yeah, no,
good
definitely.
progress, and really starting to dig into the data, checking out different techniques. So yeah, I look forward to seeing how things have progressed next week.
So do I.
Yeah, and wish you the best with it all.
Cheers. Well, same to you.
Thanks. Bye.